Hi, Leos, and welcome to your September 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky coming on to talk to you about your month ahead. Yes, I hope you're all doing really well. I love September. I love the month. I love the time of year in the Northern Hemisphere when fall comes in. We are facing that towards the end of this month. So, yes, Leos, let's talk all about that for you. I will do intuitive messages followed by a week-to-week tarot forecast and an extended reading on Patreon, linked below. Intuitive messages for Leo. As I was meditating on your energy, I felt like something cannot come past this point. There's some type of mindset, there's some type of philosophy. This is mindset oriented. This is not really, mindset is everything, right? Mindset has a huge impact on action. So I'm sure it is a matter of action and real life and external stuff for you, but it's orienting or starting in the mind. Like the change for you that is coming on has a lot to do with some type of faith-based system and has a lot to do with your own inner ideas about abundance, material well-being, and what you have to affiliate with or what you have to connect yourself to in order to have that feeling of wealth and abundance. So you've got the Devil, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Death card, the Hierophant. It's all indicating to me that you have a big change of heart. It's more of a change of heart than it is a change of mind even. It's like a change of heart about what you are willing or not willing to do to give yourself a certain feeling of well-being or to achieve a certain level of well-being. I'm seeing for most people this month, all signs, that there is a big revealing of what we like about our current experience and what we don't like about our current experience. And the universe is really trying to give us a great open door into leaning way more into that which we like and reducing that which we don't like. I believe it was in Cancer's reading where I was talking about how you might have a job where you just love like 5% of it, but like 95% of it is like unbearable. It's time to switch that up a little bit. Okay, it's time to switch that up to a job where it's like 95% what we love and maybe 5% what we don't love. You know, nothing's ever going to be perfect. Nothing's ever going to be completely imperfect. There's always going to be that combination on the earth plane, you know, the yin and yang have a bit of each other in them. But I feel that between now and February for you, there is a switch to the other side, perhaps. So you've been in a majorly yin-dominated experience. You might be switching to yang and vice versa. And if that's resonating with you, like where you have like a situation where you just love this small part of it, but a lot of it you cannot really stomach anymore, I think that's a big sign to be having a big switch up. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune reversed coming up in your reading, meaning that the wheel turns and you're regarded differently or you regard people around you that you're involved with differently. So I do feel that your status is increasing. I feel that there's an elevation, though I also feel that because you've done so well, that there could be like negative gossip or there could be some type of like, I don't know, I wouldn't worry yourself too much about it. Because I certainly don't want you to listen to this reading and be like, oh my gosh, no, I've heard that people are like speaking bad about me. It's not like that, but if you did hear like negative gossip or if you did hear, I don't know, like a negative rumble in the grapevine, I would take that as a great success for you, okay? Because it means that you're like maybe taking your power back, or it means that you are not willing to sacrifice yourself for certain group feelings or certain group dynamics. Also, like Cancer, you have the Four of Swords reversed coming up, so I feel that you're drained. Also with the Devil card, we might as well just hurl straight into your week-to-week here. In the first week, you have the Four of Swords reversed, you're done by the Devil. That's very draining, okay? That's a feeling of like having pushed oneself too hard. That's a feeling also of having a false idea of what a certain entity or a certain source of time, money, or energy can actually give you, okay? There's a reality check, I think, in the first week of September, and a coming back to faith, okay? Because, you know, by the third week, you're getting to the Hierophant. So moving from that, you know, the stained glass window in the Four of Swords, it has a depiction of a stained glass window and it's upside down. So I feel that a lot of you, from the first week to the third week, maybe return to your faith or you return to a more trusting mentality. I find that a lot of Leos have not been able to trust very easily for the past few years, having all that Capricorn energy quincunx to you, and then that huge activation in 2021 with Jupiter and Saturn in your opposite sign of Aquarius, like you're like, who can I trust with knowledge about me? Who can I tell about my goals? Who do I trust will not subvert my momentum? I think it's been the biggest question for your sign. And this starts to subside a little bit in September, and I really like to see that. I feel that you can meet new people, okay? But it really relies on you having a change in heart maybe in the first week. And also it relies on you knowing what you can't contribute to anymore, what you can't chain yourself to anymore with the Devil card. Something is taking too much from you, okay? I can tell you that probably for every Leo listening to this, really assess, okay, where's all my money going? Where is all my energy going? Where is all of my stuff going, okay? Because I think there's somewhat of a big drain on it. So some of you maybe have a different place to live, or a different, even a different philosophy to embrace about spending, or a different philosophy to embrace also about like how valuable your time is. Okay, timing with the Four of Swords and the Devil card. There's a different relationship with timing. You're maybe not as willing to invest as much time or labor into something as you were before. Time has passed now as well. You realize that, okay, I actually can't get that time back, and this is what I have to show for that. There's going to maybe be a shifting, okay? Week number 2, the Nine of Pentacles, rooted down by the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, you have really elevated. This is an interesting combination because it would be very typical to see the Wheel of Fortune upright. But it's like you have this elevation, and there could be like jealousy or even envy around you, because I'm feeling that you do have a little bit of a, I don't know, like a negative rumor or something. Or it just means that you rise above the difficulty of like your family, or you rise above maybe a gossiping tendency, or you stop maybe contributing to these negative forms of gossip as well. Both of these cards have to do with gossip and have to do with the way that information moves through people, kind of like a virus, and the way that, that changes as well, and it transforms, and is the whole red apple, blue banana thing there with those two cards coming up. So I just wouldn't worry that much about it. Everybody knows that that's what it is. Like those Leos who are still concerned about what other people are saying about them, or are still trying to like affect what other people say about them, trying to proselytize people, trying to convince people of your justification to be in a certain place, or trying to tell people how hard it's been to get here. All of that stuff has to subside and be seen for the time wasting mechanism it may be. In like 90% of those cases, there are some people where we need to, tell our stories to, and where we need to, help understand how, this effortless Nine of Pentacles and noble feeling has perhaps not just been totally given. But you want to be careful also about any type of risks or gambles in the second week. I think that you should maybe pause, or you should exist in this abundance for now. Week number 3, the Hierophant, rooted down by 3 of Cups. This looks like a nice community event, or perhaps getting closer to people who share similar beliefs as you. Maybe this is, for some of you, like a new church, or a new, it could also be like a new university, or a new, like a charity, something that is a ideology-based type of construct that brings you closer to people with similar values, or even opposing values, and connecting based on that. And this is going to give you a new key. This is going to open up a new door for you. So I would definitely enjoy new social venues, or new social events, because I feel that you have a lot to learn through one-on-one conversations with other people, rather than text messages, rather than also social media. It's really moving into a one-on-one, or even like a group of 3 people learning experience for you. So that's just a little mundane message that I think will do you well. Week number 4, the Death card, rooted down by the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so the greed goes away, or you also, Wheel of Fortune reversed and the 4 of Pentacles with the Death card. You could lose money if you're not careful. So watch out for any type of gambling. I wouldn't recommend any kind of gambling, any kind of investment that you don't understand, any kind of business partnership that you don't understand. Okay, there could be like a loss of a gain, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Pentacles. But that won't happen if you just let yourself maybe stand in this feeling of well-being. And also, I think if you did have a loss, it would quickly probably recompensate itself. But certainly take that with a grain of salt. That certainly does not justify any type of gambling mentality. Any type of gambling, Leo, has really got to be placed to the side right now, because the universe is really asking you to think about what matters and to think about like the big stuff, which likely is not the slot machine, likely is not the, I don't know, the cryptocurrency business or something. This is not the big stuff, okay? This is the tangential sideshow stuff over there. We want to move to the big stuff, the stuff that matters. And I think that through knowing that, you will bypass a lot of drain zones. That's what I'm going to start calling this. I'm going to introduce a new concept that's just come to me right during this reading, Leo. I'm going to call them drain zones. Okay. So for some people, that's the stock market. For some people, that's the casino. For some people, that's the cryptocurrency exchange. For some people, it's some type of addiction. And certainly there are people who can, I suppose, work with these things in a very productive way, especially the first ones. But you want to make sure that you are an expert to whatever you're getting into. I wouldn't move too quickly towards new horizons, though if you have a lot of cancer, that could be different. But you want to make sure that you're acknowledging your bigger momentum and bigger plan, and don't basically get caught up on the sideline experience. I've seen this as a interesting kind of macro event for a lot of people over the last 5 or 6 years, where they got really caught up in sideline experiences, like the side hustle becoming the full-time gig, or, the sort of like acquaintance, like friend that was only ever meant to be the acquaintance friend becoming like the soulmate or becoming the spouse or something. There's been a lot of diversion into the sideline as a larger macro spiritual collective event. And that's changing for you right now, and you are meant to be refocusing on the big stuff for you. And sure, it doesn't mean that you need to totally walk away from these sideline experiences, but you might need to understand what is a sideline experience and what's a main story experience. That's very positive for you here, because the 4th week will reduce some things for you, okay? And that's great in some contexts, but it can also be hard for some people. But I feel it to be very positive for you as long as you're not unhealthily impulsive. So let's talk more about this in your extended reading, Leos. Let's talk about weighing impulses in September. Let's talk about these myriad connecting points, like the devil energy, the Hierophant energy, the death card energy, what that means for you, and how to kind of parse your way through those different archetypes as they come up. As usual, I'll get a central theme, 2 supporting themes, and a significator card, and we will take this reading to the next level. And the Patreon page is great. I do all of these readings early ad-free with extended readings. You get all of them for the 1 membership, as well as weekly tea chats, which are only available over there. Let's go do this extended, Leos. Have a great month. Bye.